these. Turn this down. Okay, so actually we'll try and keep it short. I don't have a lot of recording time left on my phone. I forgot to delete some videos. How's everybody doing? I got a new deck. It literally came today. And I am dying to use it. Which is good. Because I have had so much coming in today for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, as well as the Twin Flame community. So, I'm going to first do a reading for the Divine Feminine, which does not mean to mean that you are female. That only means that you are carrying more of the feminine energy. All right. So I can feel this energy taking over within the feminine collective of, it's time to get up and go. There's no more waiting around. There's no more, idle hands. There's been this feeling with the divine feminines that I have been keyed in on, of waiting for something. Something needs to happen before this happens. I need to see this before that. If this happens, then this, and it's really had us in a stalemate. Everything is for a purpose. There's been a lot of learning within that, and a lot of our power growing until we are now at the point where we're not wanting to wait anymore. The people who are supposed to be with us on our journey are either with us or they'll catch up. But we're not going to sit here and, twiddle our thumbs anymore. We're going to make our own magic. So there's this real, almost masculinity coming into that, I am woman, hear me roar. I can take care of myself. Not in a more shadowy way. It feels very balanced. There still is that aspect of wanting to be nurtured, and that's something that we can't forget, and we can't, just toss to the side. We need to remember that we need to be nurtured. We need to nurture ourselves, and we also need to nurture those around us. Okay, so let's see what comes through. Message for the Divine Feminine, please. Page of Swords. So this is an energy of learning, taking those first steps towards really doing what we need to do to take care of ourselves. King of Wands is that masculine in his power, that it is the culmination of stepping forth into our passion, into our power, into what it is that we're really being pulled to do. The Page of Swords, on the other end of that, is really that, it's the beginning of that knowing that these steps need to be taken, that walking the tightrope, getting from one side to the other, and going towards where it is that we're supposed to be doing. Please, oh my goodness, ignore my stuffiness if you can. It's driving me nuts. Hopefully it just sounds worse in my head than it does out loud. This is really something that it's being led, it's being guided. I don't know if you can see in the cards. It's all about passionate beginnings. There's this, this swirl of like the spirit around her of the elements. You have, these hawks that are flying up above. Hawks are all about that keen eye, that vision, that being able to notice the tiniest little movement and swoop down on it, knowing that exact moment that is right to hit. The Knight of Wands is the creation, that energy of creation, very playful and youthful, bringing in that childlike energy to whatever it is that we're doing. When we when we remember to bring that energy in, we manifest and we create so much more powerfully and quickly. We forget as we are growing up how important it is to nurture that inner child, to keep that alive and well. We get so caught up in the dealings of the day-to-day that we kind of cast aside any sort of play or doing our work in a playful way. And it's a very important thing to remember. We cultivate our dreams and our passions much more powerfully when we are within that energy. What is the Divine Feminine coming from, please? So this is that palpable new beginning. It's something that is concrete. This is a new opportunity. These roots have been planted. They're growing. The first buds are popping up. And this is something that the Divine Feminine is doing on her own. Not to say that you don't have people around you that would be assisting you. That is a very balanced aspect of the Divine Feminine, knowing when help is needed and knowing how to accept that help. But this is something that's growing from your own hands, your own energy. This is your child, your baby, your passion. This is something for you. And in that, we come into more balance within ourselves and within those around us. This is a very grounded energy. There isn't, you notice that the Divine Feminine, there aren't cups out there. That's the water energy. That's our emotions. This is really stepping into the grounded aspects of life, that earthiness and that passionate fire inside. Those more masculine, assumed energies, really stepping into that as our own and saying, I can do this too. I've balanced out the emotional aspects of my being. And now it's important for me to really go out there and do on my own with the people around me that bring me happiness. The Ten of Pentacles is, the full Monty when it comes to our physical reality, our physical life. It's being secure financially. It's being secure emotionally. It's being secure with our relationships around us and with what it is that we have really cultivated. The Nine of Pentacles is a very single energy. It's a very taking care of myself. Hang on one second. Okay, so having gotten to this point and really taking care of ourselves, we're now having this bravery, let's say, this push to be able to go out and really say, what is it that I need now that I have this balance? Now that I'm feeling secure here, how do I really pull that security fully into myself and do me? What obstacles has the Divine Feminine had to overcome, please? Magician. This is the knowing that we have all of the tools, the knowing that we don't need outside sources to create our happiness. The Tower, Four of Wands. The Tower is the destruction, really going through something that has cleared away everything that wasn't helping us to get us further on our path. Really, it's like when we have that brush fire that comes through the forest and it clears away all of the lower underbrush and the dead trees and whatnot that wasn't really providing much benefit and was maybe choking out other things from being able to grow even stronger. And after that burns away, there's not only this extra space for more things to grow that would be beneficial or for... Thank you. I don't know why I need cat food. Can you close the door, baby? To be able to grow stronger and more things that are more beneficial, but also what has been burned away provides nutrients then for that is coming in and growing. No, hey, put her down, baby. Put her down. Put her down.
She was flopping.
And then the Four of Wands is this, after this is cleared away, this foundation can be created then. We have made the room for what it is that should be, what it is that needs to stand, and that's something that is celebratory. This feeling of knowing what needs to stay, of knowing what is permanent, of knowing what matters. The whole time we had the tools all for ourselves. We are the greatest alchemical, masters as women. We have such power within us that we have kind of been led out of remembering, put into this energy decades and decades ago that finally started to end, where, we lived in a very masculine time. Everything was the woman serves the man, and the woman is there for the man, and the man is more important. And that is an energy that is finally passing, this patriarchal energy. We're really starting to feel and understand the importance of the feminine, of the mother. Okay, Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. From there, we find this full balance that comes in emotionally. This might also, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. How do I feel about this? Give me a moment, please. Yeah, this is just like this creation of something incredible that you're making with those that are important around you, and that emotional fulfillment that is being brought by being able to really take a step back and look at that full picture of where you've been and where you're at and where things are going, how fulfilling everything feels at that point. Any last messages for the Divine Feminine, please? What can we expect coming forward? The Two of Pentacles is the beginning of creation. That balance between really just balance in general, keeping that balance. And the Queen of Swords is knowing what needs to stick and what needs to go. It's very decisive energy. My time's about to wrap up on my clock. I'm running out. And the Two of Cups. This is balanced emotional fulfillment being created within yourself, within your reality. This is beautiful. I hope that this was helpful. I will probably do another video tomorrow. My time being cut short is bumming me out. I'm going to go do the masculine, and then I'll do the Twin Flame community. Have an amazing leap day, guys.